Yeah, g'day guys, welcome to Shenke Garage. My name is Sam. Today's episode we're going to be building a do-it-yourself welding table. So just something I can move around the workshop, move it outside, cut steel on, clamp stuff to it, and obviously weld. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe below. That'll help me grow my channel. So yeah, let's jump straight into the video. Cheers. Okay guys, so today we're going to be making a welding bench. So the welding bench, I'm going to store it over here when I'm not using it, but I do plan on putting these caster wheels on there just so I can move it around the workshop wherever I need, move it outside or whatever. So I've just got the 4 casters, 2 of them pivot around and 2 of them are stationary. So the ones that pivot around, they'll be able to lock them. So yeah, be able to lock it into place wherever I need. Just got these bolts as well, so I'll use them to weld to the bottom of the casters as well to make the height of the bench adjustable. Sort of same setup as the benches I've got already. So with the height, I'm going to keep it the same as these other ones, so just keep everything all the same height. And if I store it over here, that way I can move the steel off the rack straight onto the benches and then cut it from there. So just got a bit of steel delivered, so we just got some 40 by 40 lengths of that, 8 meter length. So I'll use this for the frame of the welding bench. So I'll probably make it, I think, roughly about 1500 long and probably about 800 depth. So yeah, we'll start cutting this up and yeah, start tacking everything in place as well. Okay, so I've just cut all this rectangle hollow section up, so 25 by 50 mil, 2.5 mil in thickness. So this is going to form the top of the welding bench. So what I've done over here, I've got it set up, so this will be the frame which that will sit on. So I've just set it up here, what it will sort of look like, but they'll go all the way along. So yeah, it should give me a nice flat surface to work on and clamp stuff to when welding. Just clamp this section in here just temporarily, so that's just to keep it all square. So once I weld these bits on, that'll then be removed. So what I'll do is I'll go along this surface here all the way along with just got a paint stripper wheel, so I'll just go along there and get it all back to metal, so it's going to be a nice clean flat surface to weld all these on. So okay, so I've just tacked this end one in, so that one's square, so I'm going to basically go all the way along and start tacking them in. But I've made these 35 mil spaces just out of 35 by 35 square sections, so put one of them in each end. So if you know this one's square, you can basically push this one against the spaces and then tack them in, then move these over to the next one, push it up and keep working away all along. And that way you've got a perfect 35 mil square spacing every time. So another thing also is just take the paint off this face as well. So you've just got 2 faces there that are nice and clean. So yeah, just gives it the best opportunity to be as square as possible. Just got all the top tacked together. So I've just pretty much put 4 tacks on each end, so just in each corner. So that's just holding it in place for now. So seems to be pretty straight all the way along. Okay, so I've just flipped this table over and I've just cut four legs out of square hollow section. So just got them sitting in place, so I'll go around and tack all 4 legs on. Okay, so I've just got all the legs tacked in. Just put this bottom brace in. I've just found that there's probably a 10 mil gap there, but I reckon what's happened is this is bowed. This piece here has probably bowed because of all the welds on the one side, so it's just all the welds have probably shrunk the metal and caused this to bow. So I'm hoping if I weld these in, I should be able to then pull them in and then hopefully straighten that out. Okay, I've just used the ratchet strap again to pull that in, so that's come up pretty square now. So I'll do the other side exactly the same, and then I'll put these bits in afterwards. So okay, so just tacked everything all together, so just need to go over it all and weld it all up. But with the top, I'm just gonna leave all these tacked in. I'm not gonna actually put welds across here. That way, if I do damage one of these top pieces, I can basically cut the tacks off and then just replace it. With the two end bits, these actually going to be a structural piece, so I'll actually weld all these around because yeah, that one's structural. But just thought I'd show you my welds. So definitely improving since my first welds that I started on the first bench there. So yeah, pretty stoked with how they're looking. I don't even think that'll need a clean up. I reckon just paint straight over it. So okay, so I've just got another addition to this table. So I've just put a cross member across here, or support on both sides, and then I've put in this piece here that goes all the way along, and then the intent here is to make this as an extension, so this will slide in and out, and then I'll put some all thread in here, and then attached I'll have another one of these pieces attached here, and then that way that'll slide in and it'll be the same height just to give it that extension. So I've done that exactly the same on the other side as well. Made the width of it the exact same as a cut-off saw, so that cut-off saw will sit on there, and I've also made it the same height, so I can just slide this piece in, put the cut-off wheel on there, and then it'll become basically a cut-off table as well. So then yeah, when I'm not using this, I can put it underneath here and hide it out of the way, and then this will slide back in. Okay, so I've just put all this together. I've just put this end piece in here. I've drilled some holes all the way through here. I've got this top table extension on here as well. So basically I've just also, if I can get it to focus, but I've just got some all thread here. So that's 12 mil stainless steel all thread, and then I've got 4 nuts. So there's a nut also in here and a nut here. So them 2 nuts lock this top together, and then these 2 nuts are for your adjustment. So basically the all thread goes all the way through, and then you can adjust the height. So once you push this all the way in, then you can then finalize the height with this adjustment here. So yeah, it should come up yeah, pretty nice, I reckon. So nice and free. So I've also on the other side done exactly the same. I've just got the cut-off wheel in there, so that sits nice, and also I've just got this adjustment as well. So so yeah, that's actually locked out. So what I've done here is I've put 4 nuts. So I've got 2 nuts on each end here, and then also down the other end. So so what they'll do is basically you can screw this bolt, and then that locks this bit from sliding in and out. So so what I'll also do is put like a handle on there, like weld another bolt or something to it, and then I can tighten it up by hand. So yeah, that basically just locks this from moving, and then also what it does is lifts this back up. So because there's basically slop in there, that sort of droops down. So yeah, if you tighten that bolt up, it'll bring it back up to square and keep all that level. So Okay, so I've just got the mounting plates cut up for the caster wheels, so I'll basically drill 4 holes and then mount the caster to them plates, and then on the other side I'll weld this bolt to it, and then that will screw into the legs. So then I've got these 40 by 40 by 6 mils, and then weld the nut on, and then the whole caster assembly will then screw into the legs, so then it'll be adjustable. Okay, so just got the caster wheels mounted on here. So down this end we've just got these ones in a fixed position, so these ones won't swivel. Down this end we've just got the 2 that will swivel. So I've also just put a locking nut on there. I'll get that to focus, but yeah, locking nut on there, so once you get your adjustment of your height, then you can lock this nut out and keeps it in place. So just gone out and bought this straight edge just to check for straightness. So pretty much there's about a 2 mil gap in the middle. So it gets worse as it gets into the middle. So yeah, what that tells me is it's still warped. This piece here is still warped. So what I'm gonna have to do is support it, lift it up, and then weld like a piece in the middle here. So I've gone out and bought some jacks, and what I'll do is I'll jack it up, jack the middle up, and hopefully that'll bring it up to straight, and then I'll weld two pieces in either side. Okay, so I've just jacked up that center. It's actually brought that up, and I've just put that support in there, so I'll weld that piece in. I've also done the other side, got that support in there, so it's actually made that super flat now, which is good. You can see all the way along there, it's all nice and flat. So being a welding table, very important that you get that flat, so basically when you're welding projects together, you've got a nice flat surface to begin with. So better to spend the time now and get that right.